Well, how's it going, guys? Master of Howie here. I was just about to record some Smash mods, but a huge article came about for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, spoiling a lot of details for the game. And I do mean spoiling, so be careful when watching. So this list is long, and I'm going to go through them all. So let's start off with the general information. Nintendo previously made Zelda games by making a small area and connecting to them together. For Breath of the Wild, the team had to first figure out what needed to be placed on the map. Groups were created over 300 developers to work on a specific area of the world. Gameinfomer demo starts at Serene Stable. Yama runs at the stable. Link can rest in beds, restore health here. Stable also lets you store horses, meet merchants, NPCs. Stables are located throughout the world. Each is run by a distinct character. You can spend rupees on more expensive beds, giving you an extra heart in the next morning. So we have something to spend our rupees on. It's not a total waste. These hearts are yellow and cannot be recovered if you're hit in combat. I do question how hard would it be to do the 3 heart challenge in this game though. Just a random thought that came to my mind. Spending time by the fire makes the world pass time. Dynamic weather system in the game, with the world reacting as a result. For an example, when it starts raining, NPCs outside of the stable quickly go inside. Beetle is back in the game to sell you goods. Beetle was first introduced in Wind Waker, he came back in Skyward Sword, and now he's in Breath of the Wild. You have to be careful during a thunderstorm, since your metal items can attract thunder. Metal weapons and shields can be discarded or thrown at enemies. Link can get killed by lightning. Difficulty dips and spikes depending on where you are, since you can go around it and avoid it until you're stronger. Over 100 shrines, and we already know there's 120 shrines. You can find the item that identifies shrines. Discover a shrine for it to be a fast travel point. Shrines also give a spirit orb. Trade in orbs for unknown items. Dedicated team to handle animal AI. Bears, wolves, deers can move through snow, so you better watch out for them. You can get overwhelmed by enemies quickly. Link can keep multiple horses at a time. Affection and loyalty important with horses. Feed and take care of horses to raise their stats. You can call horses over to you, but they need to be within a certain radius to be called to you. Horses can be killed by enemies. A number wanted players to choose their own path, so no companion character in this game. The stamina meter drains with sprinting, paragliding, or climbing. The meter can be upgraded, but Nintendo won't say how. Different shields have different speeds or level of control for snowboarding. You can mine rocks, which can be sold for rupees and used for crafting. You can place stamps to mark areas of interest. 100 of these symbols can be used on the map, including sword, shield, bow and arrow, pot, star, chest, skull, leaf, and diamonds. Every style of weapon has a unique set of animations to feel different, which I might have to montage. No invincible weapon in the game. Zelda can get mad at you and scold you, which I'm going to have a little fun with. Players can see an ending without seeing everything from the story. A certain element was added to the game to make for a more cohesive storyline. Well, that's it for the general information anyways. Now to talk about the dungeons. Nintendo took Gameinfomer directly to a dungeon. The dungeon is constantly moving. Gameinfomer says Link must manipulate the entire enormous mechanism through his own ingenuity. Players can skip dungeons if they want and go straight to Calamity Ganon, which we already know. The substance is known as Malice covered in the dungeons, and Link can get hurt by them if he touches them. You can destroy it by finding and attacking each pocket of Malice eyeballs. Sheikah's Slate serves as Link's map, binoculars, and more. Use the slate in the dungeon to see 3D models, tilt the entire dungeon from here. Doing so slides blocks into place and opens angle so you can use the paraglide to new locations. A voice tells you need to access terminals with a slate across the dungeon marked on your map. All bombs in the games are remote and do not blow up on a timer. Simpler approach to dungeons in Breath of the Wild. Gameinfomer did not see familiar chest opening animations and signature music. Never found the signature Zelda item or compass. Windbright Ganon isn't the dungeon boss here where Gameinfomer fought. A voice tells you it's one of Ganon's own and it plays dirty. Windbright Ganon is a huge monster, has no face and gun-like arms. Windbright Ganon can create tornadoes and fire large spikes. So that's the last bit of details coming from Gameinfomer. They will be doing it all month long, so we'll probably get more details coming out then. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. There's a lot of stuff going to be happening in Breath of the Wild, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, have a smashing day.